Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Precious. If you're seeing me for the first time, like I've always said, like a million times actually, I create content that helps family trying to conceive because I know it's a very difficult time. I create content that relates to family and lifestyle and of course parenting as well, because I'm a mom of 4 kids if you don't know. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about 5 signs that you are pregnant even before you miss your period. 5 signs. This has happened to me, especially with my first child. With my first child, I knew I was pregnant even before doing the pregnancy test, and I'm going to be sharing with you the signs that I experienced, and of course also from other people's experience as well. These are 5 unique signs. A lot of people that found out that they were pregnant even before checking for pregnancy or testing their wee or maybe missed period had 1 or 2 of these symptoms. I know you're interested and you want to know those 5 signs that actually could suggest that you're pregnant. You're waiting for that. So let's not waste time. Let's get talking. The very first sign that I knew that I was pregnant was that my sense of smell changed, right? I started smelling things very weird. For example, I can come into a room and say, this room stinks. And everybody's like, what are you talking about? I just become sensitive to a certain kind of smell. It's not as if the smell is not there. Maybe that it's not relevant. Other people may not be able to pick up on that smell. But for me, I just become very sensitive of certain smell. Very, very sensitive. I think when I was pregnant with my son, I became very sensitive of the smell of the air freshener that we used. In fact, it began to piss me off, literally. I couldn't stand it. The smell was almost like somebody just kept it literally in front of my nose. It was that strong. Before then, the smell was just normal room spray or room freshener, isn't it? It wasn't bothering me. But as soon as I got pregnant, the smell became very, very heightened. I became more sensitive to that smell. So that was one sign that I knew that I was pregnant. I immediately knew something wasn't right. Because my husband was like, what's going on with you, right? This house has always smelled like this. How come it's all of a sudden over smelling you? So that's one thing. I became really sensitive to certain kind of smell. Another sign as well, which is similar to becoming sensitive to a kind of smell, is a very heightened sense of smell. Now, this is that kind of smell that you can smell something that somebody is cooking 5 houses away. This is that kind of smell that you can smell even when the person has not farted. The person is thinking of farting. You're already smelling it. Like, your sense of smell is so heightened. Like, you can perceive things. I remember those days when I was pregnant with Naomi. Then I already knew I was pregnant anyway. At work, I just entered the office and I'm like, this place stinks. Like, literally, this place stinks. I just was so... My sense of smell was very heightened, and I always use the fact that this nose that I have is not for fancy. This big nose that I have is not fancy. It means that I am smelling a lot more than a lot of people. I always use that as a joke, but pregnancy actually made me have that sense of smell. Now, I personally did not experience it before I found out I was pregnant, but I shall experience the first one, which is I was more sensitive to a particular kind of smell. My friends have actually told me that they had a heightened sense of smell, which is the second sign that I'm talking about. But I personally did not experience it. Did you experience heightened sense of smell even before you found out that you were pregnant? Please let me know in the comment section. Another way you can actually find out that you are pregnant before you check for pregnancy or before you check your wee or missed period. This is 100% accurate. Actually, this one is 100% accurate, is when your basal body temperature remains sustained. So you remember I talked about when you're trying to find out if you've ovulated. Ovulation occurs, or when ovulation occurs, your body temperature is supposed to increase, okay, supposed to rise. Now, when you get pregnant, that body temperature that has risen remains the same. But when you don't get pregnant, that body temperature comes back to the original form that it was before you got your ovulation. So the way you can know that you're actually pregnant is if you're already tracking your body temperature through the period of trying to conceive. You'll be able to now tell that your temperature increased, and you'll be able to tell that your body temperature was sustained. So this is very, very important and it's very accurate. If you want to give yourself the headache of not finding out early, or you don't want to check, you just want to use other signs to find out that you're pregnant, is by checking your body temperature. And if it's sustained, that means you're pregnant. If it's not sustained, if it goes that deep down to where it was before ovulation, then you're not pregnant. That's one way you can actually find out. Another way that I personally knew that I was pregnant was constipation. Jeez. Now, on a normal day, your girl, oh yes, she can sometimes go some days without doing the thing. It has never been a problem for me because I've always been like that. That's me. But girl, when your girl gets pregnant, she can stay for double the days that she can normally stay and not go to the toilet. Like, constipation is one thing that always tells me that I'm pregnant. One thing. I don't know if it's just me, guys. Have you ever experienced constipation when you're pregnant and that made you to know that you're pregnant? Please let me know in the comment section, because I don't want to feel weird. But that thing makes me know I'm pregnant. That constipation is a serious thing. It makes me know that I'm pregnant. This one, a lot of people think it's just, oh, I'm tired, or I'm drinking too much water. Frequent urination is a thing. Guys, frequent urination is one thing that you can, I don't know why, I don't know the science behind it, because obviously your uterus is still small. Your uterus is not pressing on your bladder that will make you to be going to wee all the time. But for my first child, I actually knew that I was pregnant with the sensitive smell and wee. Girl, I was just going to the toilet anyhow, to the point that I actually thought I was sick. In fact, I started going to the toilet back and forth, and I started having fever. I had not tested I was pregnant. I did not know I was pregnant. I started having fever, and I just had to go to the hospital, to A&E, because I literally was shaking. So my husband took me to A&E, if I remember. And while I was there, they asked me if I was pregnant. I said I don't know if I was pregnant. So they asked me to do a pregnancy test. Children of God, I did a pregnancy test and I was pregnant. So yeah, that was one of the things that made me know that I was pregnant, even before I found out that I was pregnant. Is there anything that you have experienced that's made you to know that you're pregnant before you found out, or before you did a test, or missed period? Please let me know in the comment section, because I know on this journey of trying to conceive, a lot of people just want to know. I understand that. I have been there. A lot of people just want to know, just want to find out even before their missed period. But I would always say that the reality is that missed period and testing, in fact, let's forget about missed period, because sometimes your period may not come on time and you think you're pregnant. So let's just do the deep test. And Clear Blue, another test, you can actually test or check even before the 14 days. Okay, you can check for 9 days, you can check 10 days post ovulation to see if you're pregnant or not. But other than that, you would just check and give yourself that peace of mind. A lot of people experience implantation bleed as well. That's something that you can actually tell, but not everyone experiences it. And sometimes implantation bleed can actually be early period. Okay, so that's why I didn't mention that, but implantation bleed is actually a thing that can tell you that you are pregnant, but it doesn't happen to a lot of people. So if you have anything that you've experienced that gave you like a clue that you were pregnant even before you got pregnant, let me know in the comment section. Let all of us read these comments and give ourselves peace of mind and also learn from one another. Have you gotten something out of this video? Yes, you have. And if you have, please show me some love by pressing that like button, sharing to your friends, and also dropping a comment on the comment section. If you're watching my video and you haven't subscribed, God is watching you. Subscribe to my channel, support your girl, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now. Bye.